Hey there, Aquarians. Good evening, everyone. This is Kellyanne from Divine Messages in the High Priestess Tarot. Thank you so much for tuning in tonight. This is going to be your collective weekly love reading for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus in your sign of Aquarius. I've already pre-shuffled with your energy so that we can get started. So let's begin. Okay? Holy Spirit, guardian angels, my ancestors and loved ones that have crossed over, thank you for this gift of divination and thank you for your blessings and your protection tonight. As I attempt to clarify and interpret these messages and advice that you're channeling through me tonight, Spirit, I ask that you please be as specific as possible so that I may interpret your messages clearly and provide accurate guidance to my seekers. Aquarians. Okay, this wants to come out. Let's see what else we have. Let's start with this. Okay, so we have the Seven of Pentacles, we have the Tower, we have the Death in reverse, and the High Priestess. All right. So we have Scorpio energy twice, and we have the High Priestess. So we have water energy here, Pisces. Okay, so Aquarians, let's talk about what's going on right now for you. All right. Somebody here in your situation or in your relationship right now, Aquarians, has been very resistant to change or transformation or allowing this relationship to be over. Okay, I am seeing that some kind of tower moment either just happened or it will be happening. Some significant changes coming your way. Something is definitely ending. And the reason that it's ending is because something new is about to begin. Okay, you have both cards side by side. So I definitely I see some kind of huge transformation here. Okay, this is like a big shift in energy for you. And with this High Priestess, the High Priestess represents like the higher self. It has to do with, there's a secrecy to it. There's definitely like an energy of kind of going within and meditating and being quiet. The High Priestess is all about like the divine, like knowing that you can tap into your intuition and use that inner voice, follow your heart, follow your gut in order to make decisions about things. You may be involved with a Scorpio or a Pisces or a water sign here. I am seeing with the Seven of Pentacles that this was definitely a situation where there was an investment made here. Whether this was a financial investment or whether this was an emotional investment or both. This was definitely a long-term investment by somebody here or both of you, okay, where there was a lot of planning being done, there was problem solving being done. You really nurtured this. You took care of the situation, you tweaked it, and now it's like you're kind of reevaluating the situation, right? Because you've been waiting to kind of reap what you've sown, so to speak, right? You've been waiting for that harvest after, putting in a lot of time, a lot of effort, a lot of energy, a lot of love into the situation. But now it's like it's time to, sit back and kind of evaluate what the situation actually is, right? Because with this tower moment that I see coming in and this death card in reverse, not only is a huge change coming your way and a huge transformation coming your way, something may be ending completely, but there is somebody here, like I said, who's very resistant to this change, somebody who's trying to prevent this, or somebody who's just not allowing this ending to happen or allowing this change to happen, which really needs to happen. Sometimes when things are not working, that's what needs to happen. It needs to crumble down completely, right? It's almost like it has to hit rock bottom in order for a new beginning to happen, right? Because sometimes when things are bad and things are not working well, things have to fall apart. They can't just go on that way forever, right? So something has to give. And in this situation, possibly you may be feeling in your own like inner voice, like you have a sixth sense that may be telling you, Aquarians, that something is about to give here. Okay, that's what I'm strongly getting. Let's clarify these cards and see what's going on. Okay, I'm going to start with this tower. Spirit, can you clarify this tower for Aquarians, please? Too many. Can you clarify the this tower for my Aquarians, please? Okay. I'm getting the Page of Swords. Somebody is trying to learn about something. Somebody's trying to acquire knowledge, whether it's about you or about this current situation. Somebody is trying to learn something, and somebody is trying to, use this information and kind of keep it in their back pocket so that they feel like they're ready should they need it later on. Okay. It's like getting themselves prepared for something. Now, if this is an ending or if this is something that is currently happening, okay, in your situation, your person may be trying, or this could be you, your person is trying to get as much information as possible about a certain topic or about the situation or about you so that they're prepared. That's what this card really means, doing what you can in order to be prepared for something later on so that you feel like you have a little bit of an edge or like an upper hand on the other person. Let's find out about this Death card in reverse. What is this hesitancy or this resistance to change? Why is this Death card here for Aquarians, please? Why is this Death card here for the Aquarians, please? Tell me about this Death card. Somebody does not want this change to happen. Okay. We have the Queen of Wands. Okay, so you could also be dealing with a fire sign. Doesn't have to be Leo, Sagittarius, perhaps. The Queen of Wands is typically somebody who's very motivated, very driven, very sure of themselves, somebody who usually is very alluring, can be very passionate, somebody who has good self-esteem. Typically, when Wands energy comes out, it's somebody that goes after what they want, and they usually get it, right? It's somebody a little saucy, it's like that fire energy. When they walk into a room, they get noticed, like that kind of person. All right. You also have the King of Cups here. The King of Cups there's more water energy here. This could be Cancer, can also be Pisces, Scorpio. This card's in reverse. This is masculine, mature energy here. This person is having a very hard time regulating their emotions right now. This person may be feeling depressed. This person may be feeling a lot of emotional highs and lows. This could be somebody that's maybe in therapy right now, to kind of work through their emotions. Possibly they're having a hard time, expressing how they feel. This could also be somebody who's really keeping everything to themselves right now, that kind of like going within and not sharing how they feel. So I'm kind of getting like almost like a sense that kind of getting the sense like somebody wants this ending to happen and the other person doesn't. That's what I'm strongly feeling here. Okay. Somebody's like kind of driven to allow this to move forward or to end and then move forward. And the other person is kind of having a very hard time with it. Okay. Let's clarify the Seven of Pentacles here, please. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles for Aquarius. Tell me about the Seven of Pentacles for Aquarius. Okay, I'm also getting the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Pentacles is, nines represent the self in tarot. They represent how you feel, just to yourself, not in relation to anybody else. The Nine of Pentacles typically can also represent like a single energy, a single person. Doesn't have to be, but it's somebody who really can stand on their own. It's somebody who kind of has like that independent energy about them, somebody who's not really codependent, somebody who doesn't really need the other person in order to kind of get through life, maybe financially they're okay. They can pay their own way. They feel like they're kind of like secure in who they are. They feel like, they don't really need anybody to carry them, type of thing. So it's possible that maybe this Queen of Wands feels that way. And, trying to acquire some information about the situation, excuse me, in order to prepare themselves. Um, I want to know about this high priestess, though. Tell me about this high priestess. The high priestess is all about intuition. It's about using that sixth sense to kind of guide you, that gut feeling that something's telling you that something maybe is not right, or it may be guiding you in a certain direction. It's not really logical energy at all. It's all based on instinct and intuition. Now, I am getting this Four of Pentacles card. The Four of Pentacles really indicates that someone here is really hanging on to something way too tightly. Okay, now remember I said that somebody here is definitely avoiding or resisting this ending or change or this transformation that really needs to happen here. And it's possible that that person is the same energy here with this Four of Pentacles. The Four of Pentacles can be somebody who's holding on to their money too tightly, holding on to an idea or a mindset way too tightly, not giving up on something. It's also somebody who can maybe be hanging on to a person way too tightly. So, it's somebody almost like a miserly energy, like just kind of, not so much like a hoarding energy, but you get the drift. Like it's somebody who's really hanging on like for dear life. Like they don't want to part with whatever it is that they have. And it, like I said, it's definitely somebody is resisting the change here. Let's clarify some of these cards and see what's going on. Okay, so can I have more information for this death card, please? Okay, so I'm getting the Six of Swords. So I am getting the sense that you want to be able to leave the past behind. Okay, you want to be able to move forward. You want to leave the past in the past. You want to leave the things that are no longer serving you, the things that are not working. You want to leave it in the past and move forward. That's what I'm strongly getting. Tell me about this Tower. Tell me about this Tower. The Six of Swords can also represent actual travel, actually physically moving away from somebody, like to another location. But it doesn't have to. It could be just mentally moving away and leaving the past in the past. So now we have the Four of Pentacles now in the reverse. So as I was saying before, excuse me, the Four of Pentacles is someone hanging on to something way too tightly. It's almost unhealthy. But you possibly want to move away from that energy. It's not serving you anymore. You want to get out of there. You want to, kind of bring yourself to calmer waters, so to speak, like a place of peace and calm, restful energy, restore that balance. And by doing that, you need to realize that you have to let go of whatever it was that you were holding on to way too tightly. Whether it's an idea of something that maybe didn't pan out and you're just like harping on it and you're not letting go, you're like resisting the change that needs to happen. You're like not letting an ending happen. So it's possible that this could be you, because you're finally realizing like, I need to release that. Okay. It's something that definitely maybe you felt held value for you, or you felt like this thing was very, very important to you in the past, whether it was your money, a person, an idea, a mindset. But now you're realizing that that thing that you thought was so important, now you're starting to realize that is not making you happy. So you're letting it go. It's like that sense of release, right? In order to be able to move forward. Tell me about, I want to know about this Queen of Wands. What's she doing here? Tell me about this Queen of Wands. Because the Queen of Wands is almost like a little saucy. Like she's kind of like this energy of somebody who's very self-assured. Not somebody that, really struggles with like self-esteem issues typically. All right. I have the World card in reverse. So whoever this person is, I'm not getting a sense of closure here with you guys. I'm not getting a sense of this situation being over, and I'm not getting a sense of finality here. Possibly because like I said, even though this tower moment may be happening, somebody is resisting this change. Somebody is resisting this transformation here that needs to happen. Somebody does not want an ending here. Now, with this world card, though, what's happening is somebody's like not really mastering a life lesson here, or somebody's not really allowing themselves to grow or to learn in order to be able to progress and move to the next level. Somebody's like kind of stuck. That's what I'm kind of getting here. Tell me about this King of Cups, please. Why is the King of Cups here? Why is the King of Cups here in reverse for Aquarius? Yikes. Okay, this one turned over the Six of Cups. Yes, because oh wait, here's another one. You have a sense of nostalgia for this person. You may have been with this person for quite some time. Okay. There's definitely like loving memories from the past here. This person kind of thinks of you in a loving way. You may have children with this person, possibly. Doesn't have to be that, but there's definitely like a sense of history here, a sense of like a longer term relationship here. And that's possibly why this person is so sad and so depressed, because they have loving feelings, for you. There's definitely a sense of longevity here, which is causing the person to have difficulty possibly letting go and breaking free. And I'm also seeing this Nine of Pentacles here, and you had it over here in the upright, but this person may feel that they'll have difficulty being single and have difficulty, handling things financially on their own. They'll have difficulty being independent financially or being single. They don't want that. That's what I'm strongly feeling here. All right, let's get a few more and see what's going on. What is this Page of Swords? What is this Page of Swords? Tell me about this Page of Swords, please. What was the Page of Swords here, Spirit? Okay. I'm getting the Three of Cups in reverse. All right. So what? Oh, and look, here's another one a few came out actually that flipped over. Okay. So I'm getting the Three of Cups. I'm getting the Nine of Swords in reverse, and I'm getting the Nine of Wands. All right. So there's definitely a huge sense of worry. There's a lot of anxiety here, a lot of distress, possibly insomnia. Super stressful, like perseverative thinking, like just not letting go, like just going over and over and over this in your head, and you're driving yourself crazy, you're driving everybody else crazy about this. It's like you're just not letting go. It's like obsessive thinking about this situation. The Nine of Wands really represents somebody not wanting to give up on this, somebody feeling like, no, I'm not going to give up. I'm tired, I've been through it. I'm wiped out, but I'm not willing to throw in the towel, which is exactly what I was saying about this Death card. Like somebody is resisting this change. They don't want it. Okay. And I'm thinking that the person who doesn't want it is represented by this King of Cups energy, this person who's really having a very hard time. This is water energy, like I mentioned, doesn't have to be, but it's somebody that exhibits that water energy, right? That kind of Cancer, Pisces, Scorpio kind of energy. Somebody's having a hard time. They're not willing to throw in the towel, but yet at the same time, it's because they want a reconciliation. They want a reunion here, but like I'm not seeing that, and there's definitely a worry about that. Like, oh wow, what if we don't get back together? What if we don't reconcile? What am I going to do? Because again, remember I said this person doesn't really want to be single. This person does not want to be independent. They feel like financially, maybe they're a little worried about that. There's definitely a sense of hanging on to this way too tightly. And then the other person I feel is kind of gathering information to themselves. This person can stand on their own. This person can be independent. This person, feels a strong sense of self and a strong sense of independence. I'm getting that Queen of Wands energy. That's the person that I feel maybe trying to acquire as much information as possible moving forward to kind of prepare themselves, possibly for battle. I don't know. Or possibly just to have the upper hand in this situation here. Okay. Let's just get one more and then we'll get some advice from spirit. Excuse my dog. It's making so much noise. Tell me about this high priestess. Why is the high priestess here? Why is the high priestess here for Aquarius, please? Why is the high priestess here for Aquarius? What's going on? Tell me about the high priestess. The high priestess is really about, it's a little bit about secrecy and being quiet. And the reason that the high priestess is here is because possibly you've been having a very hard time making a decision about this. Okay. You're definitely feeling like you're at a crossroads in this situation, and you know that you have to make a decision. You have to make a choice. Are you going to go? Are you going to stay? Are you going to choose a new path for yourself? Are you leaving? Are you relocating? Are you staying? But you're having a hard time. You're struggling with this. So you're having to rely on what your gut is telling you. Like, you've been really super focused on what that inner voice is kind of saying to you. Like, maybe, sometimes in situations, especially in love relationships, we can't always be just like logical and concrete and factual about everything, because there are emotions here. And possibly your intuition or your instinct is leading you in a certain direction here. Okay. And what I'm strongly getting, down here is that you kind of want to leave the past in the past so that you can move forward. And the only way to do that is to kind of release that mindset that possibly you've had, or, letting go of maybe the other person, or possibly this idea of maybe like the potential that you guys thought you had, but that maybe it didn't pan out. And then, having to let go of that sometimes is very difficult because, we all have hopes and dreams, and we kind of picture things in our head, and, we wish that, things will work out in a certain way. And when they don't, it's very difficult to let go of that. Oh my goodness, what is going on here? This is crazy. Let's try that again. That was way too many cards. As much as I'd like to read them all, I don't have all night, spirit. All right, I would like to know about, tell me about the Seven of Pentacles. Thank you. All right, so we have the Hangman here. The Hangman is major for Pisces, just like the High Priestess. The Hangman is you feeling like you're kind of just hanging around. Like you feel like there's no progress being made. You feel like you're like in limbo. Like you don't see anything happening. You're just like in this like holding pattern. You're being very patient, and you're just like waiting for something to give here, but like nothing was being done. Okay. And part of the reason why is that possibly, just like with that Four of Pentacles, somebody was having a hard time seeing things from another person's perspective. Possibly you or your person just couldn't wrap their head around how the other person viewed things, or just your own mindset. Like you had your own mindset that was very rigid, and you were refusing to see things differently, or actually see things clearly. Sometimes the way that we see things is not really accurate. There's like an illusion there, right? And then, sometimes we have to let go of that in order to move forward. So that's kind of like what I'm getting here. Okay. All right. Let's get some advice for you, Aquarians, moving forward from Spirit. Spirit, can I have some angel answers, please, for Aquarians? What messages do you have for them? What advice do you have for them moving forward in this situation? What advice do you have for Aquarians moving forward, please? Let me know when you're ready, Spirit. What advice do you have for them? Within the next few months. All right, so something is going to happen within the next few months. Now, remember, the first set of cards that came out, we had the Tower, and then we had the Death card in reverse. So what I'm strongly getting is something's definitely going to change. There's going to be this huge transformation, which I already mentioned. Huge change, big drastic shift in your life. But it's not quite happening yet. As we talked about with this Death card, somebody's resistant. Somebody's kind of trying to prevent this ending or this change or this transformation from happening. Somebody doesn't want it. I believe it's that King of Cups energy over there. Because there's long-term memory here. There's nostalgia, there's history. There's definitely a message here from Spirit about watching your health or your person's health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. If this is a situation where somebody's possibly unwell, remember I was picking up like an energy over here of somebody being very depressed, right? This King of Cups in reverse can sometimes indicate somebody who's emotionally having a very, very hard time. The health card says, I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Sometimes when we're in a situation, a love relationship or a situation, sometimes it can become very unhealthy, especially when one person is so resistant to letting things be over, and emotionally they're having a very, very hard time with it. Hope, that's not the case. It's just a message from Spirit to, watch your health or the health of your person, so that you can stay well and take care of yourself, or your other person if need be. Tell me a little bit more. Can I have one more for this, Spirit? What's going to happen within the next few months? Because again, with that High Priestess and the Two of Wands, you know which way you're leaning right now. You know which way you want to go. Your gut is telling you. But sometimes we have to kind of be the one to, pull the switch or cut the cord or whatever, however you want to say it, if it's not working for you Aquarians. Can you tell me one more, Spirit? Thank you. It says the situation will improve. Okay, so remember I said it was telling you within the next few months you should be able to find out what's going on. Like I had said before, by releasing whatever it was that you were hanging on to so tightly, that mindset, that person, that idea, you're slowly moving away from this energy that wasn't serving you, and you're kind of coming to a place of healing, of a sense of calmness, of a sense of bringing that balance back into your life. Okay, and like I said, I am feeling here with this High Priestess that you kind of know, what your next steps are going to be. You know which way you're kind of thinking that you want to go. It's just that right now you're having a very hard decision about this. So, whatever this means to you, Spirit is letting you know that your situation will get better. It's going to happen in the next few months. And just to watch, your health while you're going through this, whether that's your emotional health, your physical health, even your psychological health. Okay? All right, Aquarians, so this is what I have for you tonight. I hope that this reading has helped you in some way. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please go ahead and hit that button. Those subscriptions really help us here on YouTube, and it entitles you to all of your readings. You'll get a little notification on your phone when your readings are up, and you can see them. And of course, all of your support really helps my family out so much, and I really, really appreciate you. You can always hit that like button, the thumbs up. You can share the video. Please comment if this reading resonated with you. I'd love to hear from you. I hope to see you at your next reading, of course, and please always remember to keep gratitude in your heart no matter what. Thank you so much, Aquarians, and God bless.